Or are you thinking about moving out here to the Emerald Coast, but want more space, lower prices, but still live that beach lifestyle? We are going to go over the pros and cons of Freeport here in 2026. So let's go ahead and talk about this, see if this might be the best move for you and your loved ones to live that Emerald Coast lifestyle. So let's get into it. We're gonna start first with the cons, all right? Number one con that let's start with is just the commute is real. All right, it's rough. I would personally probably live here in Freeport myself if it didn't take forever to get anywhere that I need to go. Of course, I'm a real estate agent, but the commute is a bit of a thing. If you guys don't mind being in the car, this is gonna be great. But most of the jobs that people here in Freeport are going to be in Destin. They're going to 30A, which is where all the money's at, right? In those two areas, Miramar Beach, could be Niceville, or all the way down to the military installation at Eglin. So those are going to be in the car quite a lot, at least 30 to 45 minutes to get to where you're going. I know somebody that works at Hurlburt Field and drives over an hour and 10 minutes each direction to get to where they're gonna go. It's a little rough. I mean, there's not a lot of alternative routes that you can go, either through Destin, which the traffic's gonna be a little bit much, or you're gonna have to route through Niceville to get into those places. It's not terrible if you're gonna be in Eglin, but I'm personally gonna be of the mind of wanting to stay within 30 minutes, and it's a bit past it. Although this community offers quite a bit, which of course we're gonna go into to see if it's totally worth it. Okay, number two, what is the number two? It's limited shopping and dining. Now you can check out our other video, which is the cost of living. And I showcase a whole bunch of other cool places in Hammock Bay specifically that has grown out and has exploded since I started doing real estate here over a decade ago. It's growing, but it's not as good as all the other established places that have been out there. Most of the local shops that you're gonna go to, you're gonna go into Destin, you're gonna go into Santa Rosa Beach, 30A area, you're gonna go to Niceville, and you're gonna go travel to do all those specific things, right? Now, the options are improving. We do have a Publix out here. We've got the Winn-Dixie. I think it's still Winn-Dixie, might be an Aldi's by now. Inside Hammock Bay, you've got the general store, you've got Props, which is a brewery that's here. There's a lot of cool places that's within Hammock Bay, but it's still lackluster in compared to the other places that you're gonna go. Now, you'd think that Freeport being far away from where the beach and everything else is, that our hurricane insurance is gonna be a little bit less. It is, but it's still have to carry it, okay? Every property here in Florida is gonna require that you have flood insurance, not flood insurance, hurricane insurance. Some places will have flood. For hurricane insurance, it's gonna be part of your insurance. It's built into every single Florida policy. So you're gonna have that in there. Risk profile is still pretty low, but expect it. You can budget somewhere around $3,000 to $4,000, or in some cases more if you're within the flood zone or closer to the bay, per year for those premiums. So just keep that in mind. As a local, I'm going to be here to give you some of these insights. This is just some of the cons and pros that we're going to see. So if you want more information about this or go into detail about what I just told you, give us a call, shoot us a text. I'm happy to have that conversation with you, see if this is the right place or somewhere else. Enough about that. Let's get into the pros. I'm so excited about the pros, right? Here's the thing that I love. We're in a house here in Freeport. It's more affordable housing for newer housing. I love this, right? When I talk about the Emerald Coast, when I talk about living here, I usually reference here in Freeport and out in Crestview for some of the best, most affordable homes for the newer homes, like this is really pretty, right? These newer homes and bigger lots and access to things versus being right in the midst of it and paying that premium and not being so close, right? So the median home price for something like this is about $400,000. Funny enough, this one is currently listed at just below $400,000. This is significantly less than Santa Rosa Beach, our 30A area, which is the most affluent area, especially Destin. The median home price in Destin is about $800,000 for a single family home, right? Let's talk about Santa Rosa Beach or 30A. If you're on 30A, it's at least 1.5 million. If you happen to be down in Santa Rosa or the seaside area, it's about 3 billion. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so if we're looking for a little bit more of affordability, obviously you can cut that down and get something really pretty like this here, right? Next, it's just easy access to the beaches without that price tag. The good news is you don't have to hit a toll bridge necessarily to be able to get down to the beaches. You go down from where Freeport is at, you go through Santa Rosa, and you get access to some of the most beautiful beaches out here. So you're gonna have immediate access out to the 38 area, and you're also gonna have that out to Miramar Beach in Destin. So being able to get right into there is pretty amazing. Having that access is awesome. Now, realistically, you're about 20 to 30 minutes away, depending upon what beach that you're gonna be going to. And of course, seasonality, especially Highway 98, it can get backed up when we're doing our transit. Obviously, you'll have to build that into your time, but man, it is great. You also have easy day trips because, yeah, we're gonna travel. I already talked about that, right? We're gonna be traveling from one place to the other, but really easy day trips, especially within Freeport if you're going different places within here without all the crowds. And again, you get to avoid that with the exception of Highway 98 can be a bit rough. The good news, like for people like me that live in Fort Walton Beach, it's the summertime is just, you have to factor it in, right? It's gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. There's always gonna be congestion. There's gonna be congestion for what we appear like no freaking reason, right? But at least out here, you're not gonna have a whole lot of that going on except for that main traffic down there. So here you have your options, right? You can go up and around and go down through Niceville to get into Destin, or you can of course head back down on the eastern side here. So not so bad. We also have rapid growth and new infrastructure that we go through here. There's tons of new builds. There's lots of great communities within Hammock Bay and even outside of it. I know that we're talking about it because we're here, right? But there are plenty of different places within there with different communities, newer communities that have been popping up. And of course, with that comes the new infrastructure, comes new things like Props had moved out here a couple of years ago, the brewery. It's super cool. Again, check out that other video. It's got a ton of great footage from that. Everything out here. The master plan community that continues to grow is here in Hammock Bay. You've got trails, you've got amenities. The town center living is pretty cool. For here, it's just a quick walk from this property, right? I already gave you the price, so you have access to all that. It's a nice little community within Freeport that really kind of makes it nice. I would equate it really to the Blue Water Bay there in Niceville. That's kind of what this is going up to. And if you ask me, just don't tell them. I think this one's a little better. The key thing about Niceville is that it's close and has all those different things around it, okay? The prices are a bit higher in there too. So you can get out here as long as you don't mind a little bit of a drive in this up and coming community. Man, this is the place. There is a new grocery store. You got the general store, which is in here in Hammock Bay. Of course, you have Publix and all the different places. The schools are really nice from the people that are friends of mine that have kids in school right now. And restaurants are popping up. It seems like monthly. They're just popping up all the time. So it's really, really nice to be able to have that. Now out here as well, we're gonna have that low sales tax, no state income tax. That's all here in Florida, right? Your property tax is gonna be around that 0.75% range. And of course, no state income tax. It's a big win, of course, you know, for retirees, remote workers. You know, I'll be honest, it's a big win for all of us that live here, right? It's a big thing. So where they get you is gonna be the property taxes. But here's the thing that you may not know. Here in the state of Florida, you can homestead your property. Providing you're not getting something here that you're not going to be staying in most of the time or going to be your primary home, what you can do is file for a homestead exemption. That takes about, if you're single, $25,000, if you're married, $50,000 off your tax appraised value every year. That's not just it, okay? You also cannot have your taxes raised more than 3% year over year. Huge, huge benefit for being a Florida state citizen, okay? And changing a license over because you get all those great benefits that come with it, all right? The next thing I'll talk about is the family and veteran communities, all right? I'm a veteran. I was in the Air Force for 14 years, and I can tell you one of the places I came back to was this community here on the Emerald Coast. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I talk about this all the time. I love this community. It's very eclectic in a good way. Because of where we are, we have tons of veterans because there's 5 military installations all across the Emerald Coast. Okay, so there's a lot of veterans or active duty people, guardsmen, reserve, you know, all around this area. And outside of that, you also have the Southern hospitality, because we're just south of Alabama. It kind of drips into this community. And of course, you also have the Florida people, the true Florida people. You know who I'm talking about. That adds a bit of delight to the area to make it what it is. So we have this great community of people that just kind of mashed together from all over the place. And it's just been a treat to be a part of. But outside of that too, especially here in Freeport, there's low crime compared to any of the neighboring areas. Really, if you look for it, there's not a whole lot. What you're gonna see in the higher crime areas, little air quotes there for you, you're going to see a lot of just like petty theft, and it's mainly because of the tourism. You may have people that come over and, you know, steal stuff out of cars, you know, things like that. Nothing violent like you'd find in major cities. It's really not a whole lot, right? There's a strong community here, especially here in Freeport. Local events, you've got the farmers markets, you got meetups. You can check out in these little communities out here in Hammock Bay. They've got little like pavilions and other little places, parks, tons of stuff here that you can go out to. I was just coming into this home and just saw a bunch of families meeting out. It's Thursday, all right? And it's cold out. I mean, it's Florida cold, okay? You guys up north, you know what real cold's like. Seeing them out there, checking this stuff out, tons of fun amenities and everything else that are going out here in this community. But there's good school zones. Again, the families that have small kids and teenage kids really do love that, and the sports communities and everything else that they have them in. And of course, being in this area too, as it being veteran friendly, you're really close to Eglin Air Force Base, Hurlburt, Tyndall. You're really close to a lot of these different installations to be able to get the support that you need there. I'm not just gonna say that because of the bases here. The community really, really supports the military. I can attest to that when I was wearing the uniform. And even today, it's still the same thing. Most of the time too, when you're moving to different areas, as I've been a realtor in multiple states, when we looked at VA type of loans, like a lot of people were like thumbs down, like put their nose up to it and just wouldn't want to accept a VA loan because of how stringent they are. Now, because we have so much here, it's commonplace. It's advantageous to the buyer and the market accepts it, which is huge advantageous point for those veterans coming in here. So a great opportunity here for veterans, military contractors, or anybody that's grown up around that community. I did have one person at one time that moved into this community not knowing that, which is why I say this now. It's not uncommon that you go out and see a lot of people in uniform going to pays, coming back, or things like that. As a military vet, that's very commonplace for me, and it may be for you too. But if you're not used to seeing it, you just think that you're being occupied by a military force, which is what they told me. So I was like, you know, I never thought of it that way. I guess I could sort of see that. No fault of theirs, but they couldn't handle living in the area with that. But if that's not a big deal for you and it kind of makes you feel a little bit more protected, this is a great place for you to come. All right, so wrapping up our pros and cons here for Freeport. Guys, if you are gonna be moving here and you don't have the right expectations about the area and don't have local insight, you may come into some unexpected outcomes, get a little frustrated with the moving process. I want to let you know that I, as a local here, have the knowledge. You can check out our hundreds of videos coming up here. Shameless plug to see all the different information that we have out here. But we've helped so many different people, and I'd be happy to help anybody else like yourself that are looking to move to this area. And we make this process as easy and as simple and as stress-free as we possibly can while moving here to the Emerald Coast. So please feel free to go out, give us a call, text, email. I'm happy to chat with you to see what we can do to help you get relocated here, become a Floridian if you're not already, and make this move for you. Make sure that you end up in the right place the first time. All right, so don't go anywhere yet. We still have more videos for you coming up, all right? So there's gonna be more coming up here, pros and cons, cost of living. You wanna see the preview, the actual preview of this house is in another video, so you can go ahead and check that out, which is the cost of living in Freeport here in 2026. So check that out if you wanna see this full thing here, and check out that video with the other amenities in here. But there's some other ones coming up here too, so don't go away yet. Definitely check these things coming up. Again, my name's Tim Whittemore. I'm here with the Whittemore Group, LPT Realty. See you in the next video.